Good morning, preschool friends. Miss Lana's here with my assistant, Stella, and we wanted to do a little experiment with you guys. And this is something that we'll be doing together with Miss Lana and Miss Carrie in small groups this week. We are going to make iceberg creature rescues. So to do that, we have to make sure that we all have a freezer. Does everybody have a freezer at their house? Yeah, we do. Because when you have water, which is something we're gonna need, how do you get it to freeze? Water is a liquid. You can pour it and splash it. How do you get it to freeze? What needs to happen to make it freeze, Stella?
You have to put it in the freezer, and if you don't have a freezer, you can't freeze it.
That's right. We have to put the water in an environment that's very, very, very cold, and the freezer is the place for that. So what we need first is something to put the water and all of our little objects that we're going to be freezing inside the water, because that's really fun. So you could have a plastic bin like this
to hold all the things, and you can have sparkles, rocks, sticks, dinos, beads.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ideas
of
what you can put in. So you can freeze your objects inside an ice cube tray. It depends on how much room you have in your freezer, so you'll have to talk to your grown-ups about that. So ice cube trays work really well. A plastic cup. There's also a little tin pan that you could put them in. 1 second, sweetheart. Or a bin like this. So it depends. You ask your grown-up, how much room do we have in our freezer? And then you'll determine what kind of container you use. Okay, so we are going to put water in 1 second, Lovey. We're going to put water inside of an ice cube tray. We're right here next to my sink, so I'm getting some water. I put some water in here. I'll actually use the cup so you can see. I'm going to pour some water. See that water coming out? Like that, right into our ice cube tray. And then we're going to put some little things in there. So we have some, would you like to put some of the little beads? Stella's putting some little beads in there. Do you want to show them? Show the camera what you got in your hand so they can see. Little plastic beads. And there's some dinosaurs. The dinosaurs that we have might be a little big for the ice cube tray, but it's also okay if the dino sticks out a little bit. You can put part of the dino in there and see what happens when you freeze it. We also thought it would be fun to get some food coloring, because it's always fun to color the water. So let's see. Here's some green food coloring, and we'll put some drops inside the ice cube trays. So that water will be nice and colorful. So since we're talking about dinosaurs this week, we thought it would be fun to put some dinos in there. If you don't have any dinosaurs at your house, that's not a problem. You can put anything in there, any little plastic things that you want, or little foam things. We even thought rocks would be cool. You want to put a rock in, Stella? See, here's a rock from outside. Stella's putting some sparkles in as well. Here, stick a rock in one of those little spots. Awesome. We also found outside in our toys, we found some sea creatures that could go in there. A little pretend whale. Again, part of it might stick out, but that's okay. It'll still freeze in there. And like we said, you could use a cup because, look, the dinosaur, if you have a plastic cup at home, the dinosaur would definitely fit in there. You can just put some water in there. See, now the dino is inside the cup in some water.
I have something really good. How about we put all the animals in the cup and all the beads in here?
Sounds good. You guys can decide how you want to do it. We also have some little foam stars that we thought would be fun to put in there. So once you put in your food coloring, if you have it, and all the little things that you collect, like rocks and dinos or sea creatures, any little plastic things or...
And, my thing about my freezer is my family lets me put stuff in my freezer because there's nothing dangerous in there.
Yep, Stella can help with putting the stuff in the freezer. That'll be fun. So once you get everything in there with water, right? We have to make sure we have water to freeze it. Then you can have your grown-up help you put it in the freezer. And it has to freeze for a long time. And so this is what we're gonna do together at our small group. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit because our small group is not till Tuesday or Thursday. Maybe you can make 2 different batches. You can have one that you can play with as soon as it's frozen and one that you bring to the small group so that we can all defrost our sea creatures and rescue our little creatures and all the things that we put in our water. We can do that together. And we're gonna have some pretty cool things that will help us melt the ice because, hey, the water is gonna turn into ice when we put it in the freezer. Pretty awesome. All right, well, I hope you guys are having a great day and I hope you have so much fun with this project. All right, see you later. Can you say goodbye to everybody, Stelly?
Bye-bye.
Bye.